Alright guys, welcome back to another video. I know it has been a long time since I've uploaded a video. It's been over 2 weeks, I believe. And I apologize for the lack of uploads. There's just been nothing to make. That's always my excuse, isn't it? There's always something to make videos on. And I think today you guys will enjoy the topic of this video because recently I just got a new air compressor. It's a 30-gallon DeWalt air compressor. Y'all know I'm a DeWalt fanboy, so I'm gonna get DeWalt everything if I can. This one was about $560-something at Tractor Supply, and the reason I'm getting it is because I'm restoring a toolbox that I bought from a friend of mine, and I have a die grinder that I'm using to strip the paint off with. But our little 15-gallon, I think it's 15-gallon compressor, 10-gallon, that little compressor is not able to keep up with the power demand that die grinder needs. It's a very good die grinder, but the air compressor is not. So I got something that will be able to handle it continuously. The only problem is it's in the back of the square body at the moment, and I can't get it out without some assistance. So I've got to hook up the boom to the 3910. Without further ado, let's get started. So I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to use 2 chains for this, and I'll show you why. I think I'm going to loop one chain around these 2 parts right here and lift it up in the center, and then I'm going to have another chain pulling on this handle because obviously, as you can see, if I lift right here, the air compressor is just going to want to fall that way. But this chain will hold it in this position, and I'll be able to lift it from down here. I'm hoping this works. All right, so I've been working on this probably 15 minutes. It was kind of fun, but now comes for the nervous part. I've got it as secured as I think I can get it. I hope this thing holds. I really hope it doesn't fall off. Oh, that didn't work. I gotta go forward a little bit so the back wheels can get on the ground. Alright, go forward. All right, we did it. That was the hardest part of this entire thing, guys. Getting it off of there in one piece. So here it is. That belt looks like it's jumped off of there a little bit. I might need to take a look at that before I start this thing up. And I also need to make sure the oil level is good because it was laying flat in the bed. And it looks like we are good. Right where it needs to be. Some of it leaked out somewhere. I don't know where it came out. Can't figure that out, but I don't guess it matters as long as it stays at a good level. Let me get this thing set up and we're gonna fire it up. As you can see, there is a good bit of difference in terms of how tall or how big it is. This is a 10-gallon compressor. This is a 30-gallon. And I think this is a twin cylinder as well. According to this, it is. That's pretty cool. That's why it has such high CFM, because it has twin cylinders. And this thing is only $600. I hope it was worth it. That ain't that loud, actually. I'm surprised. The one thing about bigger air compressors, though, is they take a lot longer to air up. This thing's been running for probably 5 minutes now, or longer. Almost at 150. That's not bad, actually. All right, it just cut off. Now I'm gonna go in there and open the valve and let it drain all the way, and then I'm gonna start working. This is actually probably going to be really loud, so I'm going to have hearing protection on while I do this. Wow. Guys, that was loud even with these on. 178 PSI is nothing to play with. That's a lot more than 120 on that old little bitty Job Smart air compressor. Alright, so I just had a very good test run with my die grinder here. I was right. the thing is going to be running the entire time I'm using this thing if I use it non-stop, which you can. You can use it continuously with this air compressor if you regulate it at 90 psi, but it will get weaker. In fact, the tank pressure dropped down to about 40, but believe it or not, it's still usable at that pressure. It's just not as strong as you want it to be. And I wasn't expecting it to stay at 90 all the time. I knew it was going to drain down a little bit, but the main part I'm happy with is that I can use this thing a lot longer. In fact, continuously, as long as that thing is running. But you don't really want to do that to an air compressor because it can overheat. Although the motor and everything on top is pretty cool, the tank is getting pretty warm though. And I almost forgot to mention, this air compressor is a lot quieter than that little one right there. I guess it's because it's dual cylinder, it don't have to work as hard, but they did a really good job with that air compressor. They made it pretty quiet compared to most of them. And I'm pleased with that too. I thought it was gonna be a lot louder because it's bigger. It's a nice air compressor though. I'm really pleased with that purchase. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me lift this air compressor out of the truck using the tractor in a sketchy way. That was kind of sketchy, but I'll admit it was kind of fun too. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. If you're stopping by for the first time and you want to see more videos on the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.